many big names of the Euros, but I really think that Romelu Lukaku will end up scoring the most number of goals.
Be Romelu Lukaku from Belgium because I feel he has a lot of goals in his bag this year.
Mbappe.
So the top scorer of Euro 2020 will be Romelu Lukaku. He's been in great form and has also won Serie A.
Top scorer of the Euros is going to be Karim Benzema from France. He's been absolutely phenomenal this season and I can see him carrying France forward.
Underachiever of this competition will be England in my opinion. They have a great squad, but as I said, an only
Achievers this season. Without Virgil van Dijk, they look a bit dodgy, and I feel they will underachieve what they are expected to.
England.
Underachievers, I think it's going to be Croatia. They were World Cup finalists, but I don't think they've got the same quality of players anymore. Max to max group stage or round of 16, I don't see them getting past that. So that would be an underachievement for someone who've just been the World Cup.
The Euros for me is going to be Raheem Sterling from England. He's been in pretty bad form this season and I don't see him breaking that streak.
Italy.
A dark horse I would say would be Jude Bellingham from England. Since this was his debut season for Dortmund, he's been absolutely phenomenal and I can see him doing.
Euro 2020 will be Italy. Not many people are talking about them. They've got a great squad, a young squad, and they'll do really very good.
Dark horses, I think I'm going to go with Scotland as my dark horses for the tournament. They've got a good enough squad, some really world class players in there. And yes, I back them to qualify along with England from their group, which would be quite an achievement.
I predict Denmark has a squad that no one is looking on to enough, and definitely it has some players. The country has some players to prove their mettle.
A surprise of the season I would say would be Eric Garcia from Barcelona currently. He is a young defender. I can see him being very promising in the youth.
Surprise of the season. I feel it will be Portugal. They will not perform to the levels they're expected to. I'll say Germany will outperform Portugal. And yes, you have heard it here the first time. I hope that does not come back very hard to me.
Surprise of the season, according to me, would be the return of Eden Hazard. What we saw in the 2018 World Cup, the Hazard that we saw at Chelsea. I think we're gonna again see that Eden Hazard after 2 long seasons for him. So yes, this would be my surprise of the Euros.
Turkey.
Surprise in Euro 2020 will be an early exit for England, as I have called for. Player of the season is actually something very tough to call for, but I have to choose one. So I'd go for Bruno Fernandes.
Easy. NG. N'Golo Kante.
Ilkay Gundogan.
For me, the player of the season is going to be Kylian Mbappe from France. I don't see any other player winning it apart from him. He is in tremendous form and will continue to do so.
For player of the season, I think it's going to be Paul Pogba. And this is a bit controversial, but I just feel that he's a completely different player when he wears the blue of France. And yes, he's a very good player who's very naturally gifted, and I do have a feeling that he'll do wonders this tournament. My unsung hero of the season prediction would be Sergio Oliveira from Portugal. I think that he will be vital to Portugal's run, but just won't get the credit which would be taken away by the likes of Ronaldo, Andre Silva, Joao Felix. So yeah, Sergio Oliveira is my prediction for unsung hero of the Euros.
Antonio Rudiger.
Unsung hero for me will be Robin Gosens, the left wing back for Germany, or the left back as you might say. Do look out for him.
For me, the unsung hero of the season is going to be Jack Grealish from England. I can absolutely see him carry England and nobody will give him the recognition.
As the winners, I think Portugal are going to defend their Euro championship and win second consecutive Euros against France in the finals. Portugal are my predicted winners.
Of this competition of Euro 2020, in my opinion, will be France.
Not France, but I'm going with Portugal.
Of course, France enter the competition as favourites, and I feel that they have the squad to beat anyone, and they will be crowned the champions of Euro 2020.